Hello, I'm Brian Lamkin, and I'm the Director of General Education here at APU. I'm going to talk today a little bit about why we have a general education curriculum at APU, or anywhere for that matter. The key reason for a general education ties in with the long-standing tradition of universities to fulfill the ideal of a liberal arts education. The liberal arts, or the arts that make us free, have to do with this idea that you as students have this amazing opportunity in your life, this period of several years or more sometimes, to think about issues, to struggle with challenges, to think about and to gain particular skills. And these are the kinds of arts, the subjects that will allow you to operate in a free society in a way that really contributes to that society. So our general education program here at APU has been designed to fulfill some of those kinds of goals. We have a brand new GE program starting this year. So we have aligned our general education curriculum here at APU to forward these goals of liberal arts education. And in doing that, we've created several categories, several types of classes. One of those are particular kinds of skills, intellectual and practical skills. So how do we learn to write better, to think better, to communicate orally better? How can we gain some quantitative skills? Things like that. We also have a category for biblical, philosophical, theological equipping. And the idea of that is at APU, we value a faith integration component in all we do. We want to see how our faith intersects with various kinds of disciplines, with our goals for life. We have a category called knowledge of human cultures and the physical and the natural world. And the idea of this category is for us to understand something about, to appreciate, to gain some knowledge in and some applied experience in things like history, art, science, literature. Goals like that. We have a new category called personal and social responsibility, and within that category we have a couple of different kinds of classes. We have a class that you'll take that's called civic engagement and knowledge, and the idea is of this particular category is that you learn what it means to be a citizen. What does it mean to be part of a community? Whether it's local, national, world community, what are your responsibilities and your ideals? How do communities work? How does our government work? The other category is intercultural competence. And the idea of this is really wrestling with other kinds of cultures. They might be cultures right here in our backyard. They might be cultures across the globe. And to try and understand and to appreciate and to learn strategies for how to live in an increasingly diverse world. And the final category is integrative and applied learning. In that particular category, we're trying to say your education is holistic, that all of the subjects you take are not random and in different silos, but they're connected, and we need to apply those subjects. So all of these are to help make you not just a person that can graduate with a certain skill set so that you can get hired. They're not just things that you get out of the way so that you can get onto your major, but we hope that you will embrace this time, because a general education is going to allow you to do whatever you do with excellence. What do I mean by that in particular? The number one reason why your parents have said you should go to school, and perhaps the number one reason you think you should be coming to school, is to get a good job. And that's very, very important. There's no doubt about that. But there's a bit of a disconnect about getting a job and doing your major classes versus your general education classes. And the misnomer is this. Employers are surveyed regularly about what they want to see in one of their employees. And what they say overwhelmingly, in the 80 and 90% kind of range, is that your major classes will help you to get a job, but what's more important are skills like how well you can write, how well you can communicate, how well you can problem solve, how well you can think critically, how well you can do the kinds of things, in other words, that are part of a liberal arts education, the kinds of things that are built into our general education program. Being really good in your major is going to help you to get that first job. Having these skills, these values, this knowledge from a general education is going to get you your promotions. General education, a liberal arts education, is not just an education for vocation, though it's incredibly important. So we value this general education, this liberal arts education, because we believe in our mission here at APU. We're not only a God-first university, but we intend to be difference makers in the world for the kingdom. And a general education, if you take this seriously, if you invest your time in these classes, you will be a difference maker here at APU.